Thank you for logging on to this broadcast on wellscountyvoice.com. Since the onset of COVID-19, we have all had to experience social distancing. And this is true with high school sporting events. Our school administrators are doing their best to keep our kids, teachers, administration, and their families healthy. We are honored to be a part of the solution to contain and overcome this, as well as promote our student athletes. We wouldn't be able to bring this broadcast to you if it wasn't for our sponsors you hear throughout the broadcast. Please shop their businesses, use their services, and tell them thank you.
On the campus of Norwell High School in Ossian, it's the regular season finale for the Lady Knights, who come in tonight off of a road loss and still ranked number 4 in Class 3A. And tonight we'll be taking on the Lady Knights of Bishop Luers. Good evening, friends, and welcome aboard alongside Alex Howard, Megan Miller, our tremendous crew. I'm Derek Decker. A pleasure to be back with you again here tonight from the castle for a 6 o'clock tip. Very sectional kind of feel. Obviously, the fans aren't here, so that makes it feel a little less like sectional. But hopefully by the time we get to next week, we'll be dealing with at least a limited number of outside family members, which would be great. But beyond that, let's focus on tonight. Norwell comes in after a tough loss last night, 69-65 on the road at Jay County. Always a very difficult place to play, and a game where Norwell had a lot of things not go its way, had to battle through some adversity, no doubt. A couple technical fouls on the Norwell bench were called. There were some things that didn't go the Lady Knights' way, and they didn't shoot it well from distance. Just 6 for 28 last night. They got 21 from Shelton, 20 from Filling, 14 from Tolliver. But really, Alex, the difference in the game was the 27-6 second quarter in which Jay County at one point had scored 21 straight.
Yeah, when you get off to a start where things don't feel quite right? You get some bad fouls called on you or some tougher fouls called on you, and then a technical can kind of just derail some things,
Sure.
and it's hard to get back on the rails. And again, when you get outscored in a quarter like that, it's really hard to climb out of the hole sometimes, and especially on a night where you don't feel like you have it or maybe some things are going against you, it's kind of hard to climb out of those holes, and it kind of just got the best of Norwell last night.
You are listening to the Billy Ann's Supper Pub pregame show. Billy Ann's Supper Pub is located in downtown Bluffton and is your local choice for Tex-Mex, some of the best burgers in the area, and some of the best American food as well. That's Billy Ann's Supper Pub located in downtown Bluffton. Norwell comes in tonight, winners of 7 in a row before that loss at Jay County last night in the lovely weather down in Portland, which was a fun drive home. Bishop Luers, on the flip side, has lost 4 out of 5. They lost by 3 points to Huntington North at home and then lost a 5-point contest at Dwenger. This has been a team that's been up and down. They've had the ability sometimes to compete with some of these better teams. They lost by 10 to Carroll, most notably, which is, that by all standards, by what we saw, that's pretty good margin of defeat. Carroll's 18-2 right now. They also lost at New Haven a couple weeks ago by 1 point. So this team's kind of all over the place. They do have a good core of seniors, 2 that are committed to be playing at the next level, in Delaney Bailey and Janiyah Bright. But this is a Mark Pixley group that, as always, comes in tonight that's hungry for a win. But we were talking before the game, we know the way this Luers team plays this week, knowing that they're going to play Norwell on Wednesday night of next week in the first round of the sectional. So I think it would be fair to say we'd expect Luers to hold some stuff back and not show everything, tip their hand to Norwell going into next week.
Yeah, we've been a part of many of these matchups and have been either in the stands or up here as witnesses of Mark Pixley's kind of game plan going into sectionals.
Sure.
And he plays a very vanilla brand of basketball against Norwell in the regular season, and then tries to surprise them, quote unquote, in sectionals with some different stuff. But this isn't the first time these two have squared off. It won't be the last. And Coach Thornton knows what he's going to get tonight and knows what he's probably going to get there next Wednesday.
Norwell leads the series 11-4, and their most recent win coming 60-53 last year in the sectional, in the first round of sectional down at Mississinewa. Alex, we were both there, a game where Norwell trailed 24-7 after the end of the first quarter, paddled back, a huge comeback to win and send Luers home. That was also after beating them in overtime in the regular season at their place.
Yeah, Luers was real close, and we kind of felt like it might be the Luers getting over that hump of not kind of competing with Norwell or not being able to get over the hump against Norwell. But Mark Pixley's squad kind of gave way to the strong-willed Thornton squad, and Norwell will be able to pull it out.
All right, it's time to take our first time out. We'll hear from some of our sponsors and be back with the Billy Ann's Supper Pub pregame show in a moment on wellscountyvoice.com.
When looking to sell or buy a home in Wells County, it's so important to work with an experienced full-time agent from the local area. I'm Bev Grish, and I'm beginning my 24th year helping families in the real estate business and would love to guide your family through the process. When you choose to work with a local agent who knows the Wells County market, you are a step ahead. I have built good working relationships with local lenders, realtors, inspectors, contractors, and appraisers, and it helps the process go smoothly. Whether you are buying your first home, a larger home, investment property, dream home, selling a long-time family business, or downsizing into retirement, I'm here to help. Heartfelt thanks for supporting me 24 years in the real estate business I truly love. Bev Sells Wells at 466-1822.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. IPT has been a trusted part of your community for over 32 years. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Good evening, Norwell basketball fans. My name is Nathan Shelton. As an advisor at Shelton Financial Group, the thing I enjoy most is talking to our clients about what matters to them. As our clients prepare for and enjoy retirement, some enjoy spending time with their grandkids, some prefer to travel the world, and for others, it's giving of time and resources. As you think of and prepare for your retirement, we'd love to talk with you either virtually or in person at one of our office locations in Ossian or Fort Wayne. You can also call us at 260-436-7006. Nathan Shelton, investment advisor representative of USA Financial Securities, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Hello, this is Tim Steffen Financial Group. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving forward. We must balance staying safe and moving forward towards our needs and goals. We are here to help you with your future planning. Steffen Financial Group, located at 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana, would like to help you with your retirement, Roth IRAs, investments, and savings plans. Call me, Tim Steffen, or Rhonda Vandentop, 260-824-8175. And at that same location is Tim Steffen Insurance. We like to help folks with their personalized Medicare supplement, health, life, and long-term care plans. Securities and insurance offered through Thurston Springer Financial, registered broker-dealer, member FINRA and SIPC, and Indiana Insurance Agency. Corporate headquarters in OSJ 9000 Keystone Crossing, 7th floor, Indianapolis, Indiana 4672440. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Steffen Financial Group is independent of Thurston Springer.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Altair, and I'm proud to join the team here at Corrective Chiropractic. Our goal is to figure out what is causing your pain and restore movement to the optimal level. From infants to older adults, chiropractic is a safe way to manage growing pains and other body trauma. Did you know that chiropractic care can strengthen your overall immune system? Give us a call at 260-353-1400. Chiropractic care can help you on your journey to the best version of you.
Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Do you or a loved one need extra help managing your finances or making sure monthly bills are getting paid correctly and on time? Are you concerned that you or a senior parent may inadvertently provide sensitive financial information to scammers and fraudsters? Then contact Senior Money Life today at 260-296-0437 to get the help you need to stay safe and enjoy life more. Senior Money Life, located in Bluffton, Indiana, is here to help make life easy, providing you with a wide range of services including banking assistance, bill pay, budgeting assistance, financial monitoring, and insurance advocacy. Contact Preston Carr, Daily Money Manager at 260-296-0437 to learn more, or visit their website, seniormoneylife.com. Senior Money Life is a division of Christian Care Retirement Community. Senior Money Life is not a financial institution or a trust company.
And welcome back to the Castle here ahead of tonight's game. 7-11 Luers against 18-4 Norwell. Comes in ranked number 4 in Class 3A ahead of tonight's game. Just about to wrap up our Billy Ann Supper Pub pregame show. National Anthem starters tip moments away. Alex Howard, let's talk about a couple keys to tonight's game. We'll start with Norwell. Considering what we knew from what happened last night, where can they improve? Obviously, Jay County went on that big run. How do you prevent that again here tonight?
I think it's important for Norwell to get ahead early, play at their pace early. Matchups-wise, Norwell only gives up 48 points a game, and Luers averages 49. So Norwell's average of 64 should be enough to get it done tonight. And you just got to get out in front, get out early, push the pace, and don't look back.
And then, of course, for this Luers team, it's a group that shoots at only 19% from the three-point line. That's the lowest of any opponent Norwell's played all season, and only 51% from the free throw line as well. How do you overcome those two things and try to pull the upset here at the Castle?
Well, you got to slow the pace down on Norwell then. You can't allow them to speed you up to an uncomfortable pace, because you're not going to be able to shoot it outside the arc enough to keep up with this Norwell team if they start running everywhere.
All right. We're going to come back with starters in the tip after the National Anthem on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Steffen Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
American Mortgage Service Company, located at 1169 North Main Street in Bluffton. We specialize in helping individuals realize their dream of homeownership by providing a top-notch, best mortgage experience. We offer a wide variety of loan programs and the most current rates available. Contact Angie Top or Jessica Best at 260-353-3300 or apply online at bluffton.americanmortgage.com. That's 260-353-3300.
American Mortgage, Equal Housing Lender, Indiana State 11063, NMLS 8246.
Back at the Castle, we'll join public address announcer Jamie Feldheiser for tonight's starting lineups.
That'll be the starting lineups for tonight's contest, beginning with the visiting Bishop Luers Lady Knights. Starting at a guard, a senior number 3, Anna Hawkins. Starting another guard, a junior number 11, Anna Parrott. Starting another guard, a senior number 30, Delaney Bailey. Starting another guard, a senior number 33, Janaea Bright. And starting at a forward, a freshman number 42, Addie Shank. The head coach for the Bishop Luers Lady Knights in the second season is Mark Pixley. And here's a starting lineup for your Norwell Lady Knights. Starting at a guard, a 5'6" senior, number 30, Warren Bales. Starting another guard, a 5'6" senior, number 24, Haley Filling. Starting another guard, a 5'5" junior, number 12, Mackenzie Tolliver. at the guard of 9, senior number 22, Maya Shelton. And scoring on the floor, the 69 sophomore, number 35, Skylar Thomasak.
Once again, those starters for Luers. It's Hawkins, Parent, Bailey, Bright, and Schenk for head coach Mark Pixley. It's 85 and 75 in its 7th season at Bishop Luers. For Norwell, it's the usual 5 of Tolliver, Shelton, Filling, Bales, and Thomasak for head coach Eric Thornton. 384 and 176 in his 24th season at the helm of the Lady Knight program. Lucas Everett, Victor Canales, Jack Rupley are 3 officials tonight, and we're just about set to get underway at the Castle, the regular season finale for the Lady Knights of Norwell, if you can believe that. Feels like we just are managing the COVID situation a few weeks ago, and we're a week away from the sectional beginning in Norwell's quest for yet another sectional title. Thomasak against Schenk in the center circle. Schenk, the 6-foot freshman, wins the tip, and Luers wins it, and they go left to right in the black. It's a Luers team again that averages 49 points a game, and we expect them to slow the pace down at times tonight if they can. A team that doesn't shoot it near as well as they did a year ago. A walk in the lane by Anna Parent will turn it over on the first possession for Luers, but for Norwell, kind of opposite style. They'd like to push the pace, get more shots, more possessions, and give themselves more opportunities to control the pace and push Luers to the brink and put them in an uncomfortable situation. Shelton from the baseline comes up long, and the rebound taken away by Delaney Bailey, who's off to play at Aquinas next year. Parents only, along with some siblings here tonight at the Castle. Hopefully the last time we are saying that. The current coronavirus attendance restrictions are set to expire on Sunday. See if that happens. Driving to the bucket was Parent. She missed it short. Hawkins tracks down the long rebound, and then Bright had her feet in motion too quickly before putting it on the deck. So 2 possessions and 2 turnovers for Luers.
Yeah, this is a Luers team that averages 16 turnovers a game, and they're going to have to be well under that to compete with Norwell today.
Yeah,
packing it in here in the 2-3 zone.
As much as Norwell trailed last night, they still only turned it over 10 times. They took good care of the basketball. They had other things that they didn't do well. Filling turns it over there. The steal by Janaea Bright, and the transition 3 for Bailey is short. Tolliver the board. Both teams a little bit cool to start the contest here tonight. Took both teams over 2.5 minutes to score last night. Maya Shelton, that's a good spot on the right wing for her, but she missed it. Filling the long rebound. Norwell had a ton of offensive rebounds last night. That was one thing that they did exceptionally well, although they gave up a lot to Jay County. Norwell being patient right now. Good ball movement. No look pass from Shelton to the baseline, but Tolliver didn't have any room to work. Good defense applied here by Luers as they're in a little bit of a zone. They're giving a zone look here. 2-3 zone. It's pretty standard 2-3. They force Bales to miss a 3. Filling a 3rd chance for Norwell as she's working through contact. It's been a long trip down the floor, and a 3rd 3 missed on this possession. So Luers getting what they wanted, trying to force Norwell to beat them from the outside. Just 6 of 28 last night. And through the first couple of possessions, it's working. Schenk goes to the bucket, and a foul called on Skylar Thomasak will put Schenk at the line. Schenk is a 46% free throw shooter, a team that shoots at just 51%, as mentioned in the Building and Supper Pub pregame show here tonight. First one hits the heel. That's going to be a problem for Luers, I think, and you know, it could be a big problem coming up next week, too. Those little things are keys to winning tournament games. Splitting the pair is Schenk, and Luers is on the board first. 2.5 minutes in, though, and it's 1-0. We're close to baseball season, but not that close. And Norwell has started ice cold from the floor. Nice dump. Oh, good ball movement. Thomasak to Filling.
Yeah, the Knights finally able to break out of the little bit of a shooting slump, and I felt like Luers in the 2-3 there, you know, they weren't too quick to close out, but just quick enough that Norwell didn't get a comfortable shot off.
Shank is fouled on the rebound attempt, and the Lady Knights will have it baseline underneath. Foul called against Tomasek, and that's her second. So she's battled through foul trouble like that all year, but she's done so much better here in the last couple of weeks, and frustrated as she heads to the bench. Not even 3 minutes into the first quarter. Oh my goodness, quick trigger on the three from Bailey. Norwell couldn't finish off the rebound. Parent missed it, and it was last touched by Maya Shelton. And Norwell having some difficulty closing out defensively here tonight. They were a pretty sizable favorite coming into this game. Obviously, Luers with the losing record, just 2-6 in the SAC this year, and 4-7 in true road games. They played a difficult schedule, no doubt. I mean, that's a little bit of a misleading record. There's a steal by Maya Shelton. Bright tried to force a pass to the middle, and Shelton missed the transition elbow jumper. Well, so far, Luers their game plan is working in that they're forcing Norwell to take some shots they're not comfortable with. Now they're getting the 50-50 balls, and Bright scores from the left side. Janaea Bright has her first bucket. That's the first field goal for Luers, and we're all knotted at 3, almost halfway through the first frame. Shelton from the wing. Missed it short. She has been unable to connect so far here tonight.
And this, if you're Luers, this is the game you want. Kind of Norwell playing, this is the game you want to force them to play, is where they kind of start missing a lot of shots, but you're slowing the pace down.
There's an illegal screen out top by Anna Parent. And I'll tell you, Howie, look, this is, for as much as we expected next week to kind of be the feel, this kind of feels like a tournament game. You know, you come out cold, you have foul trouble with a big, and those are things that you almost always have at least one game where you have to battle through. And it's very possible that could happen again next week. The 6-foot junior, Hannah Sweeney, into the game for Luers. Filling straight away. And she's got both of Norwell's buckets. Again, it's a Norwell team that's comfortable shooting from distance. Now Bales gets the steal in the backcourt. They had a ton of those last night at Jay County. Shelton the step back. And she just can't get anything to go. Bratmuller missed the putback. Had a good look at it. And now Parent the rebound for Bishop Luers. Parent blocked by Shelton. Loose ball corralled by Shank. 1 point game. Extra pass. Filling gave it a look. Boy, I don't know if Luers is going to come out of the 2-3 for a long time. I mean,
they have no reason to at this point.
Nope, they've done what they needed to do defensively to stay in the game right now. And they are Norwell has not had a lot of answers. There's Tolliver chucking one, and she hits it. You wonder if that's sustainable, though, because that really wasn't a possession where Norwell had anything moving downhill. Tolliver just kind of bailed them out.
Yeah, right. They're just kind of moving it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. There's really no advancement of the ball at all, like you saw when Tomasek was in.
Yeah, you talk about it all. Tomasek got it a couple times in the middle, but you talk about it all the time. You have to make passes with purpose. Just because you're passing it, moving it a lot, doesn't mean you're doing anything with the basketball. Sweeney from the short corner got the roll. 5 points a game for her. She's got her first deuce. Luers is within 2. Filling tries her third 3, and last touch by Shelton on the rebound. That crowd mic, again, coming in handy. We talk about that all the time. Kennedy Filling and Emily Todd into the game for Norwell. Norwell is in a man backcourt pressure, but really just Bales back there, and they're going to continue to set up man. You wonder if at some point Norwell will bust out 1-3-1 just to see if they can get a couple of steals and get moving the other way. Sweeney, the miss from the corner. Somehow that stayed in bounds, and a heady play by Emily Todd to throw it off the knee of Anna Parent.
Yeah, Norwell's still not quite, easily getting those defensive rebounds here on this side. They're kind of feeding off of Luers' misfortune on some of this stuff down here. Finally, a pass to the middle.
Yeah, but nobody was on the left side, and Todd turns it over. Pretty ugly start here for Norwell. They do lead it by 2, but this is exactly the kind of game Luers wants to get into. And this can go both ways. You know, Luers can either you're looking at a team that is finding out the weaknesses of Norwell and understands how to play them, because we know these two teams have had lots of historic sectional matchups, and almost all of them have been won by Norwell. The only one won by Luers in the tournament was in 2018 over at the TP when they pulled the first round upset 53-50 to send Norwell home. But you know, this could also go the other way, and Norwell could sit down, make adjustments. They've got a week off after tonight before Wednesday's contest. In fact, actually 8 days till they play again. Make some adjustments and come out hot on Wednesday night. Filling the miss and tied up on the rebound between Brattmuller and Parent. 50 seconds left in the first quarter, and Norwell will have it underneath. Here comes Addie Shank back into the game. Having a seat is Parent. Parent leads the Luers team with 7 rebounds a game. And a careless turnover, as that one went right through Emily Todd's hands.
Yeah, and you wonder if Norwell's still kind of reaping the effects of last night a little bit and shaking off the cobwebs from what's kind of it's a very tough loss. Tough way to lose as well.
Yeah.
In such a high-intensity game.
There's the 3-second call defensively, so it goes back to Norwell. Now I think you're right. I think the way that Norwell lost last night, not just because they lost by 4 on the road, but the way they lost, they had climbed back from an 18-point hole at halftime to tie the game late in the fourth quarter, and then a pretty bad sequence put them behind for good, including a bench technical. There's the pass to the middle. Kennedy filling wide open on the wing. Well, Norwell got the shot they wanted. Now they get the second chance from Shelton, and she threw it way over the rim. Chance number 3 from Brattmuller to Filling, and another miss. Todd finds it with 5 seconds left, and she gets it plus the foul. 4 chances on that trip for Norwell.
Well, you give a team 4 chances. One of them's bound to go in.
Emily Todd, and 4 different players taking shots on that possession. Todd 7 of 8 from the line on the season. Couple dribbles from the southpaw, and she swirls it home. 3-point play. 5 seconds for Luers to work with. Bailey flips it up and too hard off the window, and the first quarter comes to an end. Pretty ugly first 8 minutes, but we're through 8, and Norwell leads 12-7 on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
Bluffton Tire, you know where they're located, across the street from Bummy's, right at the entrance to the 4-H park, has been serving Wells County for over 50 years. Bluffton Tire needs to be the first stop for brakes, struts, front-end alignment, and offers over 20 different brands of tires. Stop by and see Carrie Jennis today or visit online at BlufftonTire.com for online specials and coupons. Bluffton Tire is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hi, this is Carrie Jennis at Bluffton Tire, and we'll keep you going.
Lady Knights of Norwell leading by 5 after 1. Derek Decker, Alex Howard, Megan Miller. Alex, pretty ugly first quarter, really from both sides, but more notably from Norwell, who had the better chances but just couldn't knock down any shots.
Yeah, it was a real slow, sluggish start, and you're still up 12-7 because you've made some 3-point shots, but you've gotten a lot that have clanked off the rim, and some that really haven't even been close, which is not what we're used to seeing from this Norwell team, who averages 64 points a game and is not on pace for that at all.
No, and 34% shooting from distance on the year. Shelton trying to change that right now, and a fake pass. Oh, how'd that not stay down? Tied up on the rebound. Shelton just can't get anything to go. Norwell will keep possession here on the alternating arrow. Shelton's 0 for 5 or 6 at this point. Well, you got the unofficial stats down there.
Unofficial stats, 0 for 5.
Okay.
And 0 for 2 from distance.
And now a bad turnover. Parent couldn't convert, though. See, that's the thing with Luers is they've had – that was a 2-on-1 right there and should have been almost a guaranteed bucket, and they did not convert.
Yeah, it was played pretty well by Kaylee Filling there, though.
Agreed. Those are the chances, though, that you've got to hit to try to come on the road and get an upset. It's just so interesting. I think, you know, there are pros and cons to playing this game a week before they play again in sectional, but you can draw so many comparisons between this week and next, and what we see next week is just going to be so intriguing to see how the things unfold.
Well, if I'm Luers, I'm holding on to the 2-3, and I'm going to use it again next Wednesday.
Yep.
The way the Norwell's handled this so far, it's got to be promising for Pixley.
But see, this is where that was a pretty late sub. Hannah Hawkins is going to check in. This is where the question mark comes in, right? You talked about Coach Pixley playing in kind of a vanilla brand of basketball. Well, does Luers decide to keep that in the back pocket now and just go man the rest of the game, whatever happens, happens, and then bust out the 2-3 right out of the gate again next Wednesday? I mean, that's certainly a plausible possibility because Norwell is just chucking and missing from distance right now. Shot fake, out of control shot by Filling, but she draws the contact with Shank. Third on Luers, not a lot of fouls in this first half. 6 points for Filling, both on threes. Clanks the free throw. 73% shooter. Had 25 points at Woodland last Monday night. 1 for 2. Despite all this junk, Norwell is up 13-7 right now. And Luers has not scored in quite some time. Shank couldn't get the roll. Shank already has a foul. Almost went over the back there to pick up her second, but smartly backed off. Tolliver was unmarked, but she missed the three. Shelton crashing the glass. Norwell's getting a lot of offensive rebounds. In fact, both teams have actually been pretty good in this game again. Luers averages 14 offensive rebounds a game, which is an outstanding number. Tolliver tries again. Well, this is what Norwell's offense is, and they just don't have many games where they've been completely ice cold. They've made 3 of them, to their credit, in this first 11 minutes.
I got 3 for 15.
15
right now
threes already?
From beyond the arc.
Well, you got to remember, obviously, the 2-3 zone, they took 3 on the one possession. The 2-3 zone is a big reason for that. But I think Luers is going to try to force Norwell to take 55 threes tonight. Parent with the finish from the right side. You know, this Norwell team will settle in and do it if they want it. There's a pass to the middle. Bratmuller turns. Missed it too long off the heel again. 13-9.
And I wonder how long Skylar Thomasek will continue to sit on the bench.
Yep, there it is. Hannah Sweeney knocks down her 6th 3 of the season, and it forces an Eric Thornton timeout. It's a quick one. We'll take it with them and back in a moment on The Voice.
Always going to have sibling rivalry, and it's no different with the Heidi brothers. They went and built 2 dealerships right next to each other and filled them up with new Chevys, Jeeps, Buicks, Chryslers, Dodge Rams, and more. And some of the best late model pre-owned vehicles around, just so they could compete for your business with service, selection, and price. The choice is yours. Heidi Automotive Group in Bluffton, just 20 minutes south of Fort Wayne.
Well, it's not the start that Coach Thornton certainly wanted to have tonight. And it's not like Norwell's playing all that bad. They've failed to close out a couple possessions defensively with rebounds, but they're just not making any shots. I mean, that's what it comes down to. And they didn't get a lot of penetration into the middle of that zone with Tomaszek on the bench when Luers went to the 2-3.
Yeah, the ball's not necessarily moving as quickly as you'd like it to in the 2-3. And I'd like to see Norwell do a couple more pump fakes and go back to where they just came from. Try to get the zone moving a little bit and see if you can't take advantage of that.
Oh, nice rim run there by Bratmuller, but she is blocked. Bailey and Shank combining for the block on that, and Luers can take the lead. Shank floats it up, knocks it down, and Luers is on a 7-point run. 5 points for Shank, and an off-balance shot taken by Filling in transition, and can build on that 1-point lead. Parent again, right down the middle of the lane.
Yeah, nobody's stopping ball right there. Got to turn around, got to play defense.
Boy, that's not a very good response out of a timeout, especially.
No, and you might get another one here soon if things don't turn around.
Well, Kennedy Filling knocks it down from straight away, and that's the 4th Norwell 3, but they're still shooting less than 25%. And we're all square at 16 apiece. Low-scoring slugfest of a game so far. A lot of turnovers from Luers, but they've been way more efficient here in this second quarter. Parent backs it out. Norwell's been in man all night, which again, you wonder if Norwell goes to 13 at some point and tries to get some live ball turnovers. And talk about beating it off the dribble. Parent just went right around Kaylee Filling.
That was unbelievable. Oh, oh my goodness.
Well, it's been one of those nights again, and I hate to say it, but it's not all bad for Norwell to go through a couple games like this right at the end of the season, because you've got to figure out how to win ugly games. Because in the tournament, it doesn't matter how you win. You just got to find a way to move on to the next round. Shelton hits the teardrop.
Right, and this happens against a sectional opponent.
Exactly.
Somebody they're going to play next Wednesday.
Right.
So
and it could be this team again.
This is going to be a wake-up call, too, on film and be like,
right.
Guys, this is the same team we're going to play Wednesday.
Yeah.
They don't have a ringer on the bench right now. They're not.
Well, and here's my question, too. If you're Luers, are you looking at this and continuing to gain confidence right now going forward into Wednesday night, thinking, yeah, you can come in here and win the game?
Yeah, for sure. You watch the film, you make a couple adjustments on things, and, you're able to really shut Norwell down, especially in the 2-3. They just haven't had an answer for it.
Shank is fouled by Shelton, and she's off to the charity stripe once again. Just the 6th combined foul in this first half, so been short on that. But Shank can give Luers the lead once again. Half a dozen now for Addie Shank. Kaylee Filling going to check back in for Norwell. And Maya Shelton will take a quick breather. Shank swirls the second one home, and it's 20-18 Bishop Luers. Not a score that I think any of us expected at this point in the game, especially being as relatively low scoring as it is, because it hasn't been an overly physical game or anything like that, but the 2-3 zone has stifled Norwell for the most part. Nice screen by Bratmuller. That was a beautiful screen, and Hannah Hawkins ran into a brick wall, and Filling converted.
And those are the type of things you need to get in your zone offense to give you some confidence going forward.
Response by Shank.
And you got to get a stop on the other end. And again, how long do you keep Skyla on the bench?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think that's one that's worth throwing around right now. Bratmuller turns it over again, much to your point.
And I got only the 4th turnover there for Norwell.
Yeah, that has not been the problem.
Because it's just been a bunch of missed shots.
Right, and Luers isn't playing an overly you're not going to get a bunch of steals in a 2-3 zone. So, right on the bounce here for Luers in the black. That's like a really bad travel. That she traveled twice on that play. Maya Shelton is back in for Bratmuller, so Norwell actually goes small here with a 5-guard look. You wouldn't know anything about that on your 8th grade team. Kennedy Filling spots up, and it's been a similar result here all too often in this first half. We tick towards a minute Luers leading by 2. Right down the lane goes Shank again, and then she's into double figures, and Luers has their largest lead.
See, that's your problem with going to a 5-yard set. You took your big out. Now nobody really knows who to match up there. Nobody got back and matched up on Shanks. You got to talk that through when you get on the court.
Shelton found herself in space, missed the short one. She's only got 2 points in this first half. Bright penetrates. Bailey hits it.
All kinds of confidence here for Luers right now.
Well, and Norwell's just going to try to limp into halftime. They're down 7 at home.
This is a Coach Thornton squad we said had a lot of promise for the year. And they got to show it right now.
Luers crowd trying to get into it a little bit. 15 seconds left in the first half. Still in that 2-3 zone. Tolliver stuck. Almost turns it over. Shelton will miss it.
Oh, my goodness.
With 5 seconds left, that bounced out again. Up ahead to Shank. Off balance. And all in all, if you're Luers right now, you are jumping for joy. The Lady Knights of Luers have come on the road to take a 7-point lead into the half. We'll take a break and return with our Austin State Bank halftime show in a moment on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
Kathy Peterson of the Steffen Group is part of a select group of real estate and auction professionals that are changing the game of how real estate and auction transactions are handled. With a strong background in customer service, Kathy believes helping people is the most precious gift she can give and is committed to being a partner with her clients through the entire transaction.
You can contact Kathy Peterson at the Steffen Group at 260-414-6353 or drop her a message at Kathy, Kathie.Peterson@SteffenGRP.com. Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you, or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
Soaring high above, exploring our planet. A professional timepiece designed to take flight. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniels Jewelers, 2155 North Main Street, Bluffton, 824-9643.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. IPT has been a trusted part of your community for over 32 years. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
When looking to sell or buy a home in Wells County, it's so important to work with an experienced full-time agent from the local area. I'm Bev Grish, and I'm beginning my 24th year helping families in the real estate business and would love to guide your family through the process. When you choose to work with a local agent who knows the Wells County market, you are a step ahead. I have built good working relationships with local lenders, realtors, inspectors, contractors, and appraisers, and it helps the process go smoothly. Whether you are buying your first home, a larger home, investment property, dream home, selling a long-time family business, or downsizing into retirement, I'm here to help. Heartfelt thanks for supporting me 24 years in the real estate business I truly love. Bev sells Wells at 466-1822.
Austin State Bank takes great pride in supporting our local basketball programs. We are the only community bank headquartered in Wells County. We've had the same name and downtown location for over 108 years. Ossian State Bank has given in excess of $1 million of contributions back to the community. We are locally owned and operated by many of your friends and neighbors. Stop in soon to see what makes Ossian State Bank so special. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to the Castle. Bishop Luers coming in with all kinds of energy tonight and trying to pull the upset over number 4 Norwell here on the road a week before they meet again in the first round of sectionals. They lead by 7. Derek Decker, Alex Howard, Megan Miller tonight from Ossian. And Alex, that was a first half where if you're Coach Eric Thornton, you got to be frustrated. You expected a response from your kids after a disappointing loss last night on the road, albeit to a ranked Jay County team. But the way they lost, you know, all kinds of things didn't go their way last night. You'd expect them to come out playing with their hair on fire tonight. And it hasn't been turnovers. It's just been a matter of missed shots and not enough good ball movement against the stifling Luers 2-3 zone.
Yeah, it's got to be very frustrating for Coach Thornton in that locker room right now. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he's kind of ripping them right now. I also wouldn't be surprised if they're out here in the next minute.
Well, that's what happened last night. They came out with 4 minutes left at halftime.
Right. So, because really, at this point, they just got to play hard. They got to play harder. They got to play with more intensity. You know, on the defensive end, there was a lot of Ole defense out there where they just kind of just stopped playing, stopped moving their feet. I don't know if they're afraid of foul trouble, if they're afraid to get their second foul. I don't know. But when I get it's a limited bench tonight for Norwell.
Right.
But you're getting outplayed by the Luers, a team that you're going to play next Wednesday. And if you lose next Wednesday,
it's it.
This promising season that you thought you were set up for is over. And so the stifling 2-3 defense, it's just a lot. As Norwell's entering the floor right now with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left on the halftime clock, you have to find a way to break through this 2-3. And you know, shots just aren't dropping. They're 4 of 16 from 3-point. You know, your senior leader in Maya Shelton is 1 of 8 from the field, and you know, I trust her to get that turned around this half. And Tolliver, who shoots 37% from beyond the arc, is 1 of 4 with some decent looks that just haven't dropped. You know, so you get a couple of these things turned around, this will be a very different half. But Coach Pixley has to be pretty pleased in the locker room right now.
This is the Ossian State Bank halftime show. Ossian State Bank has been your local bank for more than a century and has 2 convenient locations, one in downtown Ossian and the other on the north end of Bluffton. We'll take another timeout, return with the third quarter. Luers on top by 7 at the Castle.
Good evening, Norwell basketball fans. My name is Nathan Shelton. As an advisor at Shelton Financial Group, the thing I enjoy most is talking to our clients about what matters to them. As our clients prepare for and enjoy retirement, some enjoy spending time with their grandkids, some prefer to travel the world, and for others, it's giving of time and resources. As you think of and prepare for your retirement, we'd love to talk with you either virtually or in person at one of our office locations in Ossian or Fort Wayne. You can also call us at 260-436-7006. Nathan Shelton, investment advisor representative of USA Financial Securities, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Do you or a loved one need extra help managing your finances or making sure monthly bills are getting paid correctly and on time? Are you concerned that you or a senior parent may inadvertently provide sensitive financial information to scammers and fraudsters? Then contact Senior Money Life today at 260-296-0437 to get the help you need to stay safe and enjoy life more. Senior Money Life, located in Bluffton, Indiana, is here to help make life easy, providing you with a wide range of services including banking assistance, bill pay, budgeting assistance, financial monitoring, and insurance advocacy. Contact Preston Carr, Daily Money Manager at 260-296-0437 to learn more, or visit their website, seniormoneylife.com. Senior Money Life is a division of Christian Care Retirement Community. Senior Money Life is not a financial institution or a trust company. Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Steffen Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Altair, and I'm proud to join the team here at Corrective Chiropractic. Our goal is to figure out what is causing your pain and restore movement to the optimal level. From infants to older adults, chiropractic is a safe way to manage growing pains and other body trauma. Did you know that chiropractic care can strengthen your overall immune system? Give us a call at 260-353-1400. Chiropractic care can help you on your journey to the best version of you.
Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Back here in O-Town, Bishop Luers leads Norwell 27-20, trying to pull the upset here at the Castle. Derek Tecker, Alex Howard, Megan Miller here tonight. And Alex, if you're the Lady Knights of Norwell, what do you change to try to get back into it?
Yeah, it's nice to have Skylar Thomas back on the floor, and you gotta feed off of her energy in the middle of that 2-3 zone, and you gotta be able to find it down there and get it down to the short corner, open things up. As Norwell comes out playing very aggressive, trapping, that's what you need. You need to speed up Luers. You got to make this game more of your pace.
Well, they get a turnover right off the bat. So couldn't have asked for a better start there.
And that was Luers' 9th turnover, and honestly, they had 8 in the first half. You got to get them to turn it over 8 or 10 more or 12 more times here in this second half to give yourself some extra possessions.
Well, Norwell had plenty of offensive rebounds in that first half. Long 3 from Filling. That was kind of out of rhythm, and Anna Parent clears the board for Bishop Luers. Oh boy, the Norwell fans don't like that call. That was a foul on the sideline called on Mackenzie Tolliver. I think most wanted a travel call. Tolliver, the first foul of this second half. Nobody in foul trouble except for Tomaszek, and the inbounds comes to Shank, and she goes off the window. Largest lead for Luers. Baker's dozen for Addie Shank, the 6-foot freshman. Pass deflected from Tomaszek out to the perimeter. And Luers has not come anywhere near exiting the 2-3 zone. There's a pass to the middle, but way too slow. Just kind of a lackadaisical possession again. And Bright running to the rim. Boy, this thing's got a chance to get out of hand. It is 31-20. And another timeout called by Eric Thornton. Boy, he is not pleased just by the look. We'll take another timeout and be back on The Voice.
American Mortgage Service Company, located at 1169 North Main Street in Bluffton. We specialize in helping individuals realize their dream of homeownership by providing a top-notch, best mortgage experience. We offer a wide variety of loan programs and the most current rates available. Contact Angie Top or Jessica Best at 260-353-3300 or apply online at bluffton.americanmortgage.com. That's 260-353-3300.
American Mortgage, Equal Housing Lender, Indiana State 11063, NMLS 8246.
Welcome back to Norwell. 31-20. Luers has the lead. Remember, folks, Norwell's only lost one game in the last 3 years in the regular season here at the Castle. That was to the best Carroll team that Norwell's played in 25 years. And Luers has controlled this thing really from about the middle of the second quarter on. And now they have built their lead to 11. Filling gets the teardrop. Norwell's going to need a lot more of that in the second half. Offensive putback for Janaea Bright.
If you're Norwell, you got Shanks to force a quick shot that looked way out of her comfort zone, but then you got to rebound it.
Way off on the 3 from Filling, but Tomaszek got the rebound, and she is headed to the free throw line. The foul goes against Delaney Bailey.
And I wonder how often it'll take, or how long it will take Skylar to kind of get back in this game. She's at the whole first half, basically, after her 2 fouls.
Yeah, she picked up her second foul. Not even 3 minutes into the game. And the first free one is good for the 51% shooting Tomaszek, and she's onto the board here tonight. Ill-timed cell phone buzz.
That's twice that's happened in Norwell tonight. Happened on.
Nice block by Tomaszek.
Happened on Filling's free throw, I think.
And obviously everything is amplified. It's like there's a microphone holding up to everything that's going on in here, especially tonight. We don't even have a JV game tonight, so there's just varsity parents in here. And a parent called for the light foul near the outside of the lane. Norwell still down double digits here at home. Bales reverses it to Shelton. Maya lost the handle, and it's picked up by the black and red. There's a walk. Addie Shank a little bit too quick. She's done that a couple of times tonight. So Luers continues to be kind of careless with the basketball, and Norwell has not converted on hardly any of the Luers turnovers tonight. Way downtown for Tolliver, and she has come alive for Norwell in the last couple games. Tolliver has 6 points tonight, 20 at East Noble, 14 last night at Jay County. Obviously going to be expected to be one of the top scorers on next year's squad. Now she gets the deflection, and Filling couldn't quite keep it in bounds, and Coach Eric Thornton thought that was way in bounds. Lucas Everett over there making the call right near the half-court line, and Coach Thornton has to take a walk. Well, it would have been an uncontested layup for Filling.
Yeah.
So you can understand the frustration.
You take away 2 points from a team that really needs them.
Obviously, we have zero angle on that. We're completely on the other side of the floor, and Janaea Bright hits the three. And that's what urged Coach Thornton, because that's what happened after the technicals last night at Jay County. Kennedy Filling tries to respond and hits it long. She has had some quick shots for Norwell tonight. Unafraid to pull the trigger. Looked like an extra step from Parent. Had it blocked. A lot of contact down there. And Tolliver touched it last as it trickled out of bounds. Coach Pixley trying to ask about a foul down there, and I think he's got a good gripe on that one. 10-point Bishop Luers lead. Norwell has not closed the gap since halftime. Looping inbounds pass to Bright, who will play at Earlham next year, the 5'5" senior. Corner pocket three from Sweeney comes up short. Tolliver directing traffic. Short corner for Tomaszek. And I don't know if they're going to give a shot attempt. I think they will. I don't know if she was actually trying to shoot that or not, but it looked like it was heading towards the rim, and she'll get the benefit of the call.
At the line for goal, Skylar Tomaszek with 2 shots.
It's just not right.
No, it gets so
silence.
quiet in here.
All right, so Tomaszek connects on both. Really feeling the ambiance here tonight.
Right.
30. Oh, what an errant pass there from Janaea Bright in the backcourt. And Norwell gets it back down 8. Okay, so Luers kind of extending the 2-3 zone. Now they sink back a little bit. But they've really pushed that the 2 top ones out really high at times. And then they're pulling up Delaney Bailey to be right against Shelton, right in her hip.
Yeah, so you got to look short corner then if they're going to push it up.
And Tomaszek's wide open down there.
Yeah. I know it's a tough pass, but at some point you got to be confident in it.
Now they're working really hard, much to the delight of the Luers faithful down beneath us. Bales banked it in. That was going to be way off from Bales, and she cuts the lead to 5. Fortunate there for Norwell. Bailey tries to respond, and she gets it. Delaney Bailey from the left edge, and it's 39-31. 6 points now, second three for Bailey. Oh, Bales almost lost it as she didn't go after it, and Coach Thornton can't believe it. It was last touched by Bales. I think she thought it was going right out of bounds, and it stayed in play. And then it caromed off of Victor Canales, the sideline official, and she did not give an effort to go after it, and she comes out of the game.
That is so maddening as a coach.
Just kind of gave up on the play way too early.
And that earns you a first-class ticket to the Pine.
Oh, that's a walk. Oh, they got a foul. I thought that was going to be a travel there on inapparent. And Tomaszek gets called for the bump from behind. So second foul on Norwell in this third quarter. 3:07 to go. And Luers is still on top by 8. It's the same lead they had at the half. Parent goes around Shelton on the baseline. Missed the floater. Putback comes up short for Sweeney. Filling has it stripped, and Luers collects the loose ball. Bailey again, this time short. Good look, clean look for Bailey. One-arm pass from Shelton to Tolliver. Norwell trying to speed up this pace a little bit. To the middle with Shelton. Bounce out, Kennedy Filling, short again. She has just been completely cold tonight. Only 3 points for her. And she didn't give them hardly anything last night either. A couple of free throws down at Jay County. Parent goes right to the rack again. And she's had a couple of those drives tonight where it's almost been uncontested at the rim. 10-point lead for Bishop Luers. This would be a monumental upset. Filling from the wing finally gets another one. Kaylee Filling is keeping Norwell in it. She's got 14 points. It's been quiet, but she's knocked down a couple of big threes. Hannah Hawkins tries one from the corner. And a foul on Anna Parent on the rebound. If you're wondering if that Hawkins name sounds familiar, you know that is the daughter of former Norwell boys head coach Randy Hawkins. There's Addie Shank rather checking back in for Bishop Luers. That was the third foul on Parent, the fourth on Luers. So again, not a lot of foul trouble and not very many free throws taken in this game. There's the short corner pass. Tomaszek flipped it out of bounds. She was wanting a foul call. Definitely, that ball went all the way to where the old bleachers would have been, back beyond the baseline. I know there was something there. Oh. Well, Norwell down 7 and a chance for Luers to make it some more here after the turnover from Bales. Oh. Shank got fouled, and that's going to be number 4 on Tomaszek.
And that's a big one.
Oh, no, they gave it to Shelton. Oh, that's a break for Norwell. That is a break. Very easily could have gone on Tomaszek. I think she even thought she was going to get the foul. Shank 3 for 4 at the line tonight, but she misses here.
And honestly, even if that's 4 on Tomaszek, I think you just keep leaving her in.
Yeah, I could get behind that.
Because Grace helping you in that 2-3, just besides the one screen she had, just really didn't provide you with the movement that you needed in that 2-3 to break it.
14 points for Shank, 8-point advantage for Luers. Filling has been hot there in that spot all night, and she continues to knock them down. So now she leads all scorers with 17. And it's a 5-point game. And now the steal. Interception by Bales. Working on Bright. Pass to Filling. Jump stop. Bucket. Kaylee Filling cuts the lead to 3. And I think we're going to get a timeout here from Mark Pixley. Now he's going to let him go. Bright just throws it up off the rim. Got her own miss. Missed a second time. And Norwell can tie on this trip down the floor. Filling through traffic, through contact. Shelton from the right block, and it spins off the rim. And a rebound to Shank for Luers. Man, missed opportunity there.
And this thing is heating up
quickly.
As far as pace goes, and that favors Norwell.
It does. 13 seconds left in the quarter. The shot fake. Oh. And it's the fourth foul now, it is, on Skyla Tomasek. So, it always comes back around. We thought it could have been the foul the last time, so there it is. It's the fourth now on Tomasek, and the fourth on Norwell in this third quarter. Brattmuller into the game with 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Long. There's a timeout. Luers took a long time trying to get that in. It is a 30. Let's keep it here. 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Luers is up 3. And Norwell's had their opportunities, and the pace, again, you talked about it, starting to quicken at times. And Luers has gone dry for just a little stretch. And even any dry spell at all for an opposing team can give Norwell an open door. And they took advantage of it to cut this back to a reasonable margin going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Kaylee Filling's been huge. She hit those 2 huge threes here right in front of us.
19 points.
And, we talk about this Norwell team having so many different weapons that you have to guard. Senior leader Maya Shelton just doesn't quite have it tonight.
Yeah.
But Kaylee's keeping the Knights in this for really performance has not been too impressive for the Knights today.
Yeah, but these are the kind of games that you've got to figure out a way to win,
right,
like we were talking about earlier, especially as tournament is approaching. This is the regular season finale for Norwell. Luers still has 1 game left at Wayne here in a couple nights. Inbounds comes.
Nice strip.
And it was last touched by Norwell. Shank had it ripped away from her. A couple seconds came off. Still plenty of time to get a shot here for Luers. Sweeney sets it in motion. She's the trigger. The flip in. Bailey for 3, and she hits it! Delaney Bailey from the wing. Bales' shot as good as it goes, and wide right. And the third quarter comes to an end. Disaster finish for Norwell on the defensive end, and Luers up 6 heading to the fourth. We'll see if they can finish off the upset in just a moment here at the Castle.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
Back here at the Castle, Luers on top by half a dozen on number 4 Norwell going into the fourth and final quarter. And Alex, Delaney Bailey has been huge for Luers tonight in key situations.
Yeah, she's 3 for 6, 50% from beyond the arc. But really, at least 2 of the 3 threes she's had have been in key moments. There was one transition here right in front of us that kind of stopped the Norwell trying to come back, or fueled Luers into the kind of pulling away from the lead here, pulling out the lead. And that right there is kind of to keep Norwell from getting over the hump there, keep the deficit kind of out of reach, 2 possessions at least.
Well,
huge threes.
And it is a 2-for-1 situation here for Luers as they get the ball to start the fourth frame. So couldn't have been a better end. Nice pass to Sweeney. No bucket there. I think they called a foul on the floor. And it went against Tolliver. So no basket. Sweeney did make it, but it was after the foul. One more to give here for Norwell before Luers shoots free throws. Bright from the baseline to key it in. Wide open, Bailey got free, and she's short. And that is a dodged bullet for Norwell because she has been hot.
Yeah, that was really deep.
But she had nobody marking her. Filling, stop and pop. Back iron, got her own rebound on the tap from Brattmuller. Over the top, Brattmuller again, and she's onto the board.
And in the first half, I felt like Luers in their 2-3 kind of sat back and just kind of forced Norwell to pass it around the perimeter. Now they're really chasing the ball a lot more, as Shanks adds to her total there.
16 points for Addie Shank.
But now Luers is doing a lot more chasing of the ball. They're being a little bit quicker. They show they can kind of play with pace here a little bit.
Shelton, the good take to the rim, and she just has not been able to finish anything tonight, but she does earn a trip to the stripe.
And this might be what she needs here. 2 uncontested attempts here from the line just to open things up.
First one good. 79% free throw shooter on the year. This is her 3rd point tonight. Kennedy Filling in for Tolliver. And the question comes again, when does Thomaset come back into the game for Norwell, even though Brett Mueller just had a bucket? Shelton rims in and out the second one. 5-point lead for Luers. They've led the entire second half. And they led most of the second quarter. Parent is tripled, has nowhere to, oh, that's a travel. Extra step there by Parent. And the Luers fans can't believe it. Mark Pixley asking a question. Lucas Everett over there. That certainly looked like an extra step from here, did it not?
Yeah. Got $2 experts up here. So.
Well, that's what I am too, and except I don't even have to pay to get into the game. Filling sisters playing catch out top. Shelton from the free throw line. Boy, a 3 would be big from the freshman here. And she's been open a couple of times tonight, but has not connected except for once. Shelton from the mid-range missed it long. And the rebound to Delaney Bailey. Well, just has not been able to quite close the gap enough here tonight. But they're still well within striking distance. Another travel. Shank slid the back foot.
And they got saved there because Parent had slipped out to the wing with nobody guarding her.
Nobody. Senior Hannah Hawkins checks back in.
And I got that as a 19th turnover for Luers.
Wow. It doesn't feel like that, honestly.
Because Norwell hasn't been able to capitalize back on this end because they haven't been able to really break this 2-3.
Not all night, you're right. Kennedy Filling, left wing, missed it. Shelton the offensive rebound, clean block by Parent. And now a walk by Maya Shelton. Boy, Luers has done it, honestly, Luers has done a really good job at times tonight recovering. Even though they've given up a lot of offensive rebounds, they've shut down those second chance opportunities, much like we saw there from Parent. And she's a good rebounder in her own right, and unnecessary foul by Maya Shelton. She had one of those last night, and it was her 4th foul, and did not learn the lesson, because that's just one that you don't need to have, and now Norwell's out of fouls to give.
Yeah, and I like the aggression from her, right?
Yeah, you got to know when to stop, though.
But that's unnecessary for sure.
Yeah. Boy, Norwell has just not done things to win the game tonight. They have not made the winning plays. Last night, you felt like they did. I mean, they made enough plays last night to win the game. Parent couldn't get it to go. Ball loose. Parent found it by herself and flipped it back in. Right over the top of Brett Mueller.
And Janiyah Bright has been able to dribble through that 1-3-1 all night long, and nobody's leveled up the ball at any time. She's gotten vertical the whole time.
Well, now Brett Mueller blocked by Sweeney, and Luers can build on a 7-point lead. Ball loose in the corner, and it's picked up by Kennedy Filling. No numbers here for Norwell, so she has to slow it down. Filling to the baseline, off balance. And the rebound to Sweeney. I think Norwell probably could have gotten a better shot there. Norwell really working hard defensively, trying to create yet another turnover. Hawkins got free, corner pocket, missed it. Offensive rebound by Bright over the top of Filling, and a timeout called by Mark Pixley. Bishop Luers in control with 4:42 to go at the Castle.
Always going to have sibling rivalry, and it's no different with the Heidi brothers. They went and built 2 dealerships right next to each other and filled them up with new Chevys, Jeeps, Buicks, Chryslers, Dodge Rams, and more. And some of the best late model pre-owned vehicles around, just so they could compete for your business with service, selection, and price. The choice is yours. Heidi Automotive Group in Bluffton, just 20 minutes south of Fort Wayne.
welcome back to the Castle. Bishop Luers is on top, 49-42. It doesn't feel like Norwell's playing a home game tonight, because how many times have we seen a team come in and completely control the pace, especially a Luers team that has a losing record? And it's concerning, no doubt, for the Norwell Lady Knights, as these two teams will match up in a matter of 8 days.
Yeah, especially with the COVID regulations right now, you have to create the energy for yourself, right? You have to find the motivation. And we thought that because of the way they lost last night in the game, it'd be bad taste in their mouth. They'd come out with the fight, the will.
Yeah, that's
today.
Easy motivation, right?
Yeah, it should be turned into motivation, and it just hasn't. They've kind of stayed in that lull, and like you said, Luers just been able to do whatever they want today. They kind of controlled Norwell at the pace. They've controlled.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They even speed up their 2-3 and have sped up Norwell in the process. And we know you want to speed us up. We'll speed ourselves up, and we'll be more controlled about it.
Oh, almost a good finish there by Bailey, but she couldn't finish. And now on a block! Called on the baseline, and Kennedy Filling with a chance at 3. That was a bang-bang call, and it went Norwell's way as Janiyah Bright picked up her first foul, the 6th on Luers. So both teams shooting free throws the rest of the way, and Filling can draw Norwell within 4. That was fortunate, because that definitely could have gone the other way. And that rolled off the rim.
Yeah, definitely bang-bang.
Yeah, well,
Norwell benefited from that, but didn't get the extra.
Ball never lies. Norwell hasn't gotten it closer than 5, save for once, and that was right before the end of the third quarter. And then Luers responded with a 3 from Bailey just ahead of the buzzer. Parent, the drive. Flipped it too hard off the glass. Karams out. Bailey again. And this time the rebound to Bales for Norwell. So they trail by 5, in need of a bucket. Half the fourth quarter gone. The freshman Filling, ice cold all night. Only made 1 3. Bright pushes pace the other way. And the ball loose. Tied up. It goes back to Norwell. So Coach Pixley was trying to call for a timeout, but no one even close to having the ball. And Coach Pixley gives a chuckle there. Addie Shank.
And nobody's getting inbound here for Norwell.
Yeah, that's nice. Addie Shank back in for Luers. Also Kaylee Filling and Mackenzie Tolliver for Norwell. It's just been a weird night. Again, don't have this in back-to-back nights, and this is just not what we're accustomed to seeing Norwell do at home, especially. Shelton, high-arcing 3, same result all night, and Parent the board. Norwell just has not been able to make that shot to get him really back into the game. They've been chasing Luers' tail, and another blow-by Anna Parent. And those are the kind of, Norwell's going to call a timeout. Well, maybe not. Eric Thornton was trying to call a timeout the whole possession, and they don't get it. He might blow up if they get a bucket, and they do. Delaney Bailey has Luers up 9. And Coach Thornton is lighting Victor Canales up. Luers in full control at the Castle.
Kathy Peterson of the Steffen Group is part of a select group of real estate and auction professionals that are changing the game of how real estate and auction transactions are handled. With a strong background in customer service, Kathy believes helping people is the most precious gift she can give and is committed to being a partner with her clients through the entire transaction.
You can contact Kathy Peterson at the Steffen Group at 260-414-6353 or drop her a message at Kathy, CATHIE, .Peterson at SteffenGRP.com.
Well, it's hard to believe, but the score is correct. Luers leads at 53-44, and they are in serious, Norwell's in serious danger of losing back-to-back games. This one at the Castle, and a monumental upset for Luers just 1 week before they play again in the sectional. It has been amazing how this game has unfolded. Now, you can't expect Norwell to shoot it this poorly again, but Luers has had a lot to do with that tonight. Norwell has not figured out the 2-3 at all, and it's not really been a problem all year until this point. And I don't see it that often, but when they haven't had a huge problem. But Luers is doing something differently that has forced Norwell to miss a ton of shots tonight.
Yeah, Luers has definitely been in the driver's seat, and Norwell not even riding shotgun. They're sitting in the booster seat in the back,
now they've
trying
got
to get it figured out.
Almost another turnover, and it is a turnover. Bright picks it off for Luers. This thing going south in a hurry for Norwell. They've got a lot of ground to make up and only 2.5 minutes to do it. Corner three, Shank knocks it down, and that might be the backbreaker. Addie Shank has 19, and it's a 12-point lead for Luers on the road, their largest of the game. Norwell's got to have to start taking some shots here at some point. Filling gave it a look. Shelton straight away, high arcing three, back iron, rebound Bailey. She's been ridden up the floor, and Bailey will give it off to Parent. Wow.
Yeah, and if you're Luers, just slow it down here, eat clock, and you have this thing.
Yeah, oh yeah. Norwell's going to have to start fouling at some point. It's a bad free throw shooting team, so it's not done yet, but I think you start fouling right now. That's a good one to foul. Yep. Addie Shank, just a 46% shooter.
But who knows with the energy that Luers has right now.
That's true.
And the way their fans are, this might be 2 easy ones.
Lauren Bales back in for the Lady Knights of Norwell. Filling checks out, the freshman Filling.
You know, and this is a Norwell team that hadn't lost in the Castle in how many days until Carroll came in?
Right, 1,100 days.
And now you're talking about losing to a losing record Luers team.
Oh, yeah. This would be one of the worst home losses for Norwell in a long, long time. I mean, that's not an objective fact just because you can't, I mean, nothing is objective. But 2 for 2 on the nice touch there from Shank, and she's got 21. 14-point lead for Luers. Tomaszek, short. Parent the rebound, and this thing is just about done. Oh, there's a silly turnover. Shank just needed to hold on to it there. But Norwell still got a long, long way to go. In 85 seconds, they need 14 points.
The ball movement in this 2-3 has to be sharp, fast, and you got to be ready to pull the trigger as soon as you get it. And this is not the offense right here.
Well, that 2-3, again, Norwell just has not figured out a way to punch. They just haven't done it. And at some point, you've got to do it. Now, I'll be interested to see how it works out again next week because we're going to see it again here in 8 days. But, yeah, this has been pretty much, I mean, this has been unbelievable. I mean, it's fair to say that here tonight. We just have not seen Norwell do this at home. They do not get upset often, and especially not 2 nights in a row. Fading away from the basket was Filling, but the clock is still on the move. And now what? What's the call here?
I think she grabbed the ball out of bounds and then
stepped into
the game and then stepped back out of bounds.
Wow, well, that's an interesting call. So with 56 seconds left, it's a 12-point lead for Luers. Not quite done. If Norwell can hit a 3 here, they'd be still very much within range. Filling couldn't get a clean look off. Shelton is doubled, and Norwell's just taking too much time. Bales flips it to Tolliver. She's got a spot up. Deep 3, short. Bales the offensive rebound, 36 seconds to go. Tolliver will try it again. Good seal by Tomaszek. Another miss. Ball still loose. Tolliver once again. Filling the shot fake. Again couldn't get the look off.
You gotta throw it up.
The time is just basically gone here. 3 offensive rebounds. Norwell's not getting a shot.
No.
And the Luers fans are alive with 15 seconds left. They can smell it. Tomaszek off to Bales. Deep 3. She got it. But this game is over. I mean, it just took too much time. It was a good 3 for Bales, but it took them, let's see, they started that possession with 56 seconds on the clock, and there's 9.8 left. So my Norwell math tells me 46.2 seconds comes off the clock for them to get 3 points when they were down 12.
Right, and we took business math with Eric Thornton, so we know our math skills are pretty good. So your math's correct there. And, I feel bad because we lied to our viewers in the pregame show.
We did?
About a very vanilla brand of basketball.
Oh.
And Luers comes out here, plays a 2-3, extends it out.
No, they wanted to get
Norwell.
the win. Right, they wanted to get the win tonight. I thought, well, maybe they just put it again back in the back pocket. You stick it, save it for next week, and you come out and get the win when it matters. Mark Pickley said, tonight, let's go get the win right now, and they have been in control of this game past the first quarter.
And it can do a lot for a team's confidence or, the diminishing of confidence. When you come to, on your home court, you just can't get things figured out.
Well,
and
Norwell not even going to get a chance to foul, and the game ends.
And good for Luers. Be happy. Be excited. And if you're Norwell,
you got some soul searching to do right now.
You got a lot of things to figure it out.
Well, it's a disappointing loss, to say the least, here for Norwell. We'll wrap things up in a moment. Talk to Coach Thornton here after tonight's loss. Luers gets the upset on the road. Back in a minute with the postgame show on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Soaring high above, exploring our planet. Professional timepiece designed to take flight. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, 2155 North Main Street, Bluffton, 824-9643. Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you? Or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Bluffton Tire, you know where they're located. Across the street from Bummy's, right at the entrance to the 4-H park, has been serving Wells County for over 50 years. Bluffton Tire needs to be the first stop for brakes, struts, front end alignment, and offers over 20 different brands of tires. Stop by and see Carrie Jennis today or visit online at BlufftonTire.com for online specials and coupons. Bluffton Tire is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hi, this is Carrie Jennis at Bluffton Tire, and we'll keep you going.
Austin State Bank takes great pride in supporting our local basketball programs. We are the only community bank headquartered in Wells County. We've had the same name and downtown location for over 108 years. Austin State Bank has given in excess of $1 million of contributions back to the community. We are locally owned and operated by many of your friends and neighbors. Stop in soon to see what makes Austin State Bank so special. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Back here at the Castle, Derek Decker, Alex Howard, Megan Miller. And Alex, there's a lot of things to take away from tonight, but the main takeaway, most obviously, that sticks out is Norwell just could not figure out a way to get around that 2-3 zone. And I don't know what you had them shooting. We'll get final stats in a moment. But from the three-point line, it was not good for Norwell tonight.
Yeah, and that's the thing in the 2-3 that Norwell should lick their chops about is the fact that you get perimeter looks.
Oh, yeah.
If you move the ball quick enough, you have perimeter looks.
Which, and I gotta say, sorry to interrupt you, but I gotta say, I am fascinated by the decision there by Mark Pixley, because knowing this Norwell team, that is their strength, is outside shooting. Obviously, it's a guard-oriented team, not a lot of bigs. So one would at least anticipate, at least from the front, that Norwell would be able to chop that up fairly easily. By nature, they can knock down a couple threes basically whenever they want to for the better part of this season. But Coach Pixley saw something on film, and it worked to perfection here tonight.
And again, with Norwell shooting, they were 8. I have them for 8 for 31 from beyond the arc, which is 25%.
Yeah, it is 8 threes though. I mean, it's not horrible. It's
But without Kaylee Filling, who was 4 for 9, they were 4 for 22 is what I have them for.
Yeah,
which is south of 20%.
Yeah.
And
and they were 6 for 28 last night.
Yeah, and I know I missed some. I'm sure I missed some. I didn't miss any makes, but I'm sure I missed some misses. And so, as a team, like, you have to shoot better, obviously. And going into sectionals, you got to find a way to grind out those games.
Right, and again, want to make this point that it was not just Norwell had a bad shooting night. It was more of Luers causing Norwell to miss those shots.
Right. I mean, the 2-3 just literally stifled them. They had no answer, really, no consistent answer for that 2-3 zone. And on the opposite end, Norwell's defense tonight, they had a lot of times where they're down the floor. It was like Olay. They just opened the gates, and Luers just was able to do whatever they wanted, drive, and had some threes that were uncontested, and that's not what you want going into sectional.
Now, to be fair, a couple times Norwell, which, again, we have not seen it happen a lot this year, but a couple of those drives happened when Norwell went with a 5-guard look. And Norwell doesn't do that much, but when they did defensively, they suffered a lot. And Luers got some of those easy buckets that you were talking about.
Right, and I feel like maybe at that point Coach Thornton thought he needed the 5-guard set to produce more offense, and then just kind of live on defense to see if he can make up for it. But they just didn't have enough fight in them tonight to go with that 5-guard set and for it to be successful. And again, I just don't know how Coach Thornton comes out of this and figures out what to do in that 2-3
Well,
offense.
that was my next question to you was, well, where does Norwell go from here? Because you're seeing this team again in 8 days, and it's going to matter next time.
Yeah, and you have to figure out offensively. You know, you have to move the ball quicker. You have to use pass fakes and pump and shot fakes to get defenders off their feet, to get defenders moving, and then try to punch those gaps. Maybe instead of passing through it, maybe you try to drive and then pass. That's stuff to figure out, and I'm sure Coach Thornton's going to find that out when he watches film tonight. And this is going to be a tough one. He's probably going to watch it a couple times tonight, and it's going to make it hard for him to sleep.
Yeah, there was a lot of things tonight, and again, this is just, frankly, an unprecedented loss for Norwell. They not lost to Luers, they would be looking at a streak right now of almost 1,130 days or something like that, without a home regular season loss, and to lose. And again, this is not taking anything away from Luers because they were obviously played better tonight. I mean, they were the better team tonight. There's no doubt about that. But they were 7-11. We talked about that being a misleading record. But we know what this Norwell team's capable of. Obviously, hopes of this Norwell team, at least from the coaching staff, that gives them a legitimate chance. And the metrics, at least coming into the week, now that'll go way down after 2 losses this week. But the metrics coming in would tab them as the favorite to win the regional. So this is a team that's capable of making a deep tournament run. And right now, they are not playing their best brand of basketball.
Yeah, and Norwell's played a lot of great competition. They've competed with a lot of great competition, beating Concordia, beating Garrett, both on this floor here at the Castle. And, like you said, regional favorite. Now you lose to somebody you're going to play the first round in sectionals, and you lose in kind of a commanding fashion in a way where they were in the driving seat the whole game.
Yeah, and, this also brings up the point that maybe this messes with your mindset a little bit. It's tough. And, tonight was supposed to be the night where they come back out, they get back right with themselves, make last night up, and get confidence going into the tournament. Now you're saying, we just lost to a team that completely dominated us in the second half. Where does it go from here? Because, and I know this is an experienced group of leadership. I mean, there's a lot of good seniors on this group, but that's a question mark going into next week.
Yeah, for sure, and the seniors have to figure that out, and it's got to come almost from within the team. And going forward, I'm sure they'll get it figured out.
Well, we're just about to be joined here by Norwell head coach Eric Thornton in just a moment. Coach Thornton, thanks a lot for taking the time to join us here on the postgame show tonight. Your kids fought pretty hard. You had it as close as 3 late in the third quarter, and then Bailey throws in the 3 from the corner, and you didn't get within 5 in the fourth frame. What was it about Luers? And we'll talk about the zone here in a little bit, but what was it about Luers tonight that made it so difficult to try to close the gap in the fourth quarter? Because you were down 18 last night on the road and were able to tie the game late.
Yeah, I thought we struggled to just find it tonight. Whether it was the energy or legs, it looked like we were.
Third game in 4 days and fourth in 5 days.
4th and 5, no practices in between. We knew that going into it. We really wanted to get the games in, so we're fortunate to be able to play tonight. Our kids are tired. They played tired tonight. Those shots against the zone are that's who we are. Those are the shots that these kids have knocked down all season long. They worked hard in the off season to take those shots, and we just looked like a tired basketball team. And Luers played with a lot of energy and certainly didn't want to give up that lead.
Defensively, we'll start there. Luers had some moments tonight where they got a couple pretty uncontested looks at the rim. You had moments late in that first half with Tomasek in foul trouble where you went with a 5-guard look and went really small. But at times in those moments, Luers got some easy looks. What was it about the breakdowns tonight that you're looking to fix going into next week?
I thought we've taken a couple steps backward in our man defense. Our lack of closeouts. We didn't. Every perimeter pass is a closeout. Our closeouts were poor tonight. Our stunts from one pass away were really non-existent, to tell you the truth. Our help from one pass away was not there. We weren't in the gap. We didn't stunt the dribble. We either reached or we watched. And that's the stuff in practice that you lose with the lack of repetition. And it's the situation that we're in, and it's a situation now where we get a little over a week to honestly go back to the basics of just how we want to defend and who we are on that end of the floor.
Talk about the mentality going into next week, because you're facing a team that, did not trail in the second half in Luers. You play them again on Wednesday night. You've got a core group of seniors that have been great leaders all year. What's the mentality going forward for them, and what will the approach be going into next week?
Yeah, I think the mentality right now is to just try to figure out a few things. We're honestly not thinking about next week yet. The thing that we mentioned in the locker room was, we've got a lot to prove, obviously, in now a do-or-die situation. I really believe that we'll see a different team with more legs, more juice, the stuff that we didn't have tonight, coming back on our home floor, playing in the state tournament now. We're there, and we've got a little over a week. Like I said, we just need to go back to the basics on some things and really get some repetitions on what it's going to take to turn this thing next week.
Norwell head coach Eric Thornton joining us tonight. Coach, get healthy and get rested up, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
Okay. Thank you, Derek. Thanks, Alex.
That was Norwell head coach Eric Thornton following tonight's defeat. Alex brought up a good point that we didn't give enough credit to tonight, in that this is the fourth game for Norwell in 5 days. And to be fair, just did not have the energy, frankly, to pull it out of them. Yeah, you play games back-to-back in the tournament with the regional Saturday and everything. You play Friday and Saturday nights. But this is a stretch kind of unprecedented, unlike any other. Yeah,
it definitely puts some facts to what we were seeing from shooting from three. Mm-hmm. When your legs get tired, it's kind of harder to hoist those things up towards the rim. And this is a team that can kind of branch out to, and kind of range out. And when you don't have the legs to get it there, it is tough. And, Luers then found out they could speed up that 2-3 and roll, kind of move a little faster, and your legs go even faster after that. So definitely bring some context to what we were seeing tonight. And, it's a tough stretch. Like you said, the regional, it's a you play in the morning, and then if you win, you play in the evening. But you have a week break before that. The championship on a Saturday or on Monday, and then you get that whole week to kind of re-energize before playing two. So, well, that's a wrap on it tonight. Thanks a lot to Alex Howard, Megan Miller for joining me tonight. Norwell suffers just its second loss in the last 3 years in the regular season at the Castle tonight against Bishop Luers, who improves to 8-11 with 1 game left on their schedule in Wayne. And then Norwell is done in the regular season. They finish on a 2-game losing streak with back-to-back losses to Jay County and Luers. They'll go into the sectional at 18-5. On behalf of Alex Howard, Megan Miller, our tremendous crew, and our owner, Scott and Dale Menser, this is Derek Decker saying so long and God bless. We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of high school sports on the Voice Enterprises. Remember, none of this would be possible without the continued support of our sponsors. Please use their services whenever possible, and when you see them, tell them thank you. Join us again next time on the Voice Enterprises.